Okay, good morning guys. Padayon lang kita. So I guess last problem naton, padayon tala. So letter B, just after the force stops acting, find the magnitude and direction of the stone's velocity if the force acts to the right. Kung ini ko nga force, ini nga nakagraph, acts to the right or to the left. So, sir, to the left, meaning, there nga ni. Unforced line nga graph, there ito to the left, to the right, because you're talking about force with respect to time. Ay, kung pawat graph. So, meaning, inihiya nga force, nga adya graph, nag-akla dito imo, 2 kilogram stone, nga at first, na-move hiya to the right. So, kung to the right, meaning, parehon imo, direction an imo, momentum. Diba? Anyway, pareho ang dadalaganan, after nimo nagbutang kan impulse, pareho laghihap an imo direction. So, I do believe ma-adla ito hiya. Or meaning, magtitikalaksi dapat it imo velocity kung to the right. Pero kung to the left, maiban. Kaya nag-apply kan force na move to the right, tas nag-apply kan impulse to the left. Ba? Sige lang, solve punta na gula. Ate, before kita nag-solve, may dana ni mo expectation. So this was the last solution. 2.5 Newton second, ani mo impulse. Now, magamit na kita ito aton, J is equal to change in momentum, P2 minus P1. So, ano man ang P1? Ang imo la P1, ang imo, wala ka pa wala ka pa magbutangin impulse before the impulse was applied. So ini nga 5 meters per second, it was moving 5 meters per second. So I think that's what you're going to do. So you input here your impulse that was inputted, 2.50 Newton second, and then we'll have P2, which is actually m V2, because we're trying to calculate now after the impulse um, was been put, and then you have your m, and then your V1 is your velocity on the 5 meters per second. Okay, that 5 meters per second. So I do believe pwede nimo igawas iton m. M is just V2 minus 5 meters per second. So that is your 2.5 Newton second. So V2 minus 5 meters per second is equal to 2.5. Ay balik ko niya Newton, that is kilograms meters per second squared times seconds. So on seconds, Newton is kilograms meters per second. And then mass is, what is the mass of that object? That is 2 kilogram. So if you have a 2.0 kilogram cancel, so that would give you meters per second cancel a day. So you have a meters per second here, which is 2.5 over 2. So isurat ko na la, 2.5 all over 2. That is meters per second. So therefore, your velocity 2 is 5 meters per second plus 2.5 all over 2 meters per second. And that would give you 6 point something. So, matumalak siya. 5 plus 2.5 all over 2. And that would give you 6.25. 6.25 meters per second. So that would be your velocity to for letter BI. BI. How about for letter BII? So if that force is to the left, mo force nga gining part is to the left, of course your J is a vector quantity. So you would say that would be a negative 2.5 Newton per second is equal to P2 minus P1. So, amo na dit maiba. Actually, didi, it may iba la. Kita daw, if this one is a negative, so this would just i minus. Meaning, ang imo P2, didi, nga side, didiretsyon ko na lang ha. you can derive it from here. Amo gapit nga process, negative lang yun yung 2.5. So that would be a V2 would just be equal to 5 meters per second minus na yan na, di ba? Ay magne-negative ka man didi. That would be a 2.5 all over 2 meters per second. And that you will have a minus on that. Minus on that, that would be a 3.75 meters per second. Okay? So that's how you deal with impulse. Okay? So thank you guys for listening. Um, get blessed for more video. Share it with your classmate, but don't subscribe.